So welcome to another Tokyo Revengers video guys. And yeah, today we're going to talk about the extra chapters of Tokyo Revengers, which are officially drawn by Ken Wakui sensei. Also, this story focuses on each of the founding members of Toman. It's really interesting because this story gives a lot of depth to the characters. If you guys wants to read these extra chapters with high quality and proper translation, I'll give you link in the description, as well as for spin-off manga of Tokyo Revengers. I like to recommend all of you to read the spin-off because each chapter is currently getting better and better with so many mysterious unfolding. However, for now they released the first 2 chapters of the extra chapters. And every week they will release new chapters. Now these 2 chapters focus on Kazutora's backstory, which is really important and intriguing. But before talking about the chapter, let me tell you why these chapters are important. Because if you all remember, before they formed the Toman gang, they all discussed Kazutora's conflict with the Black Dragon gang. In the main story, they didn't explain why he fought alone against Black Dragon and how he met Mikey for the first time, or what's his connection with Toman gang. There are so many new things like this that weren't explained. But these extra chapters gave us all the answers for this. Which is exactly why I'm saying these chapters so important for us to know more about the characters. At first, everyone makes fun of Kazutora's famous dialogue. It's all Mikey's fault. Which later on had a huge impact in story. Apart from the curse, Kazutora's childhood was also very miserable. Which is why he doesn't trust anyone very much. So yeah, before we talk more about this chapter, as usual guys, I would kindly appreciate it if you can drop a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel. Let's go into the video now. So the chapter begins with the environment of Kazutora's house. Cold apartment, cold hallway, cold smile. It's like Kazutora parents don't have the time to spend some time with him. Even though he tried to talk to them, his parents didn't give him proper answers to his questions. Kazutora asks his mom, "Do you know what is today?" But his mom didn't say anything about it. She's very busy at her work. Which makes him very sad. Because that day was a very special day for him. After he came back home, he sees a lunchbox with letter. It says, "I'll be back late." After seeing this, Kazutora becomes very sad because that day was his birthday. Even his own parents didn't wish him, and they have almost forgotten their own son's birthday. After this, he was just ranting his situation with Ants about how stupid his situation was. Well, to be honest, I really feel so sorry for him, as every child deserves a healthy childhood in my opinion, and the trauma he faced since he was a kid by his parents gives me literal chills. Anyway, coming back to the chapter. While he was talking to the ants, he remembers he has his friends. He thinks the people who won't betray him are his friends. He trusts them very much. After all, he has no other options but to spend time with them as he is very lonely. In this panel, we can see 3 people here. Kazutora thinks that one of his friend is very mature for his age. And his name called Junpei. We can see that he wore an earring. Yeah, there is interesting story behind Kazutora's famous earring as well. That guy has no parents, but still he's so cool in his eyes. Kazutora tags along with them, and he wonders where they all are going at this time. But to this, his friends say that they're going to celebrate his birthday. On the other hand, we could see Kazutora showing curiosity towards his friend's earring, as he thought it was so stylish. And his friend also adds that it has bell on the end. Kazutora gets jealous of him. Because he also wants that. But his ears aren't pierced yet. After all, Kazutora is just in the 6th grade. So it's not good and his parents won't like it either. After this, they're spending his birthday very happily at the club. Kazutora really likes to spend time with them. He says that, whenever I am having a good time with them, I always wish that time would stop. He thinks like this because his parents were always busy with their own work. Also, Kazutora has anxiety problems due to his loneliness and the way he's treated at home. He is alone all the time. So he needs someone to hang out with and share his thoughts and emotions with. So, that's why he trusts his friends very much. But he also realized something at one point. Kazutora has money for everything, But his friends don't. And those friends always borrow money from him. Even in his own birthday, he's the one who spend the money. However, Kazutora thinks it's all good. He's not a cash boy for them, as he's not giving away the money permanently. He's just lending it to them. Kazutora in a way understood why his friends always hang out with him. But he did not want to accept the reality. He kept denying something that was quite obvious. But still he kept his mind's eyes closed because he is scared to be alone. He needs his friends, even at the cost of being exploited for his richness. He still wants some company. In the end, instead of accepting the reality, he thinks he is just lending them money, and that's not a bad thing. His friends like him for who he is, not for his money. We all know Kazutora has a bit of trouble accepting the reality. That's why he kept blame shifting for Shinichiro's murder from Mikey to Baji. But he never for once accepted that it was he who killed him by accident. As I mentioned earlier, it all ignited due to the mental abuse he faced since he was a child. One day, he and his friends were playing a video game. But Kazutora kept winning all the time. So his friend got angry and did not want to play video games anymore. He wants his money from Kazutora, which was actually Kazutora's money. And in the middle of all this, suddenly, he started to fight with Kazutora. He kicked him from the back. This is where something interesting happened. Because of the fight, Kazutora accidentally ruined another player's game. That player had almost finished his game. Now, all his hard work was in vain. That guy got up and he angrily shouted, "I'll kill you." And yeah, that's Baji. This is where Kazutora meets Baji for the very first time. Kazutora's friend got scared because of Baji's anger. He wants Kazutora to pay him money. Kazutora didn't ask any other question. He just did what he said. But suddenly Baji hit Kazutora's friend very hard on the face. It's like Baji's style. Whenever he meets someone he doesn't like, he hits him on the face. Baji says he doesn't care about the money. It's about the hard work that is worthwhile to him. Also, this is the first time Kazutora encounters with Baji. When Baji attacked his friend, Kazutora got angry. He tried to help him. Even though his friend used him only for his money, he actually cared about him. Also, this scene is so hilarious. Because Baji also attacked Kazutora in the same way. And Kazutora thinks Baji is very strong. However, even though Baji was fighting with him, he also made Kazutora realize what the reality was. Kazutora did not want to believe what Baji is saying. But this where Kazutora understood everything. Because while they're talking, his friends escape from that game center, leave Kazutora all alone there, even though Kazutora was actually fighting for them. It's so sad that, even after this, Kazutora still trusts his friends. Because like I said before, he is so scared to be alone, he will do anything to keep company. Now even his friends leave him. But in a few minutes, Baji understands the whole situation of Kazutora. He says that they're using you just for money. But this made Kazutora more angry. Even though he knew it, he don't want to accept it. So Kazutora hit Baji hard on his face. Like Baji did on the Kazutora. But Baji didn't hold back. He also starts to fight with him. Since Baji is bit stronger than him, he almost defeated Kazutora. But Baji says something. Even though he don't know anything about him. Even now they're strangers, and he thinks he is a total idiot. But Baji liked him. So he said that he likes guys who put his body on the line for his friends. And since we all know how kind-hearted Baji is, he offered Kazutora his friendship. He wanted to be his friend, as he realized he is a good guy. Baji told him, so without any benefits or drawbacks, let's be friends. And this panel is so good. Kazutora first time understands the meaning of friend and friendship. He looks so relieved. Because he now found someone whom he can call as a friend. If you want to say something about the Baji and Kazutora extra chapters, then you guys can comment down below. Anyway, if you guys like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. And good luck to all.